I will rip out your soul and feed it to the demon hordes, and it shall be torn asunder and spat onto a river of skulls to burnt in damnation for eternity. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point 1. You are fake and gay, herder. No, you get a life and a GF, herder. You only like this garbage because he is British, but let me just say one thing. Some of his videos may have more likes than dislikes, but they were never funny and they will never be funny. Rotten, effed up piece of garbage, this video. I want one of those hot fish sodas. You, sir, won in the form of losing. I lost in the form of losing. For the positive multiplied to the negative gives you the negative. For me, the multiplication of negatives results in a form of victory. Good day, old chap. Bad job, penis mask is better. These are just a few of the overwhelmingly abundant, obnoxious YouTube comments. As you can see, freedom of speech is a pretty unfortunate thing. And I'm not just talking about the First Amendment. I'm talking about the ability to say whatever you want to say, to communicate, to inject information into other people's minds. Any comments, any insult, any mundane task update, any happy birthday, any photo, any video, any essay, any law, any lecture, in the internet or the physical realm. Communication. It can be great. It's great to be able to say that you don't like the president. It's great to be able to share ideas. But is it worth letting hate be verbalized and broadcast? Is it worth letting misinformation breed under this freedom? Is it worth letting this misinformation go beyond human error? Is it worth letting someone in a trustworthy position waste numerous people's time with information that is only there for information's sake? The need to express new ideas, individuality, and dissent may not be a trait inherent in all society. It did, however, begin society. Expression and interpretation are why cultures formed, civilizations began, and just why people do what they do. But people are idiots. In fact, most people's excuse for why they make a mistake is, I'm only human. Much of misanthropy stems from how poorly people communicate, how steadfast they can be in their skewed worldview, and how rare it is for critical thinking. About opposition or new ideas, it's like God's giving fire to man. We have this immense power of communication, but we just use it to manipulate one another or start fights on YouTube. Being able to communicate, period, opens the door for misinformation and inaccurate interpretation. With social media, freedom of speech and the ability to communicate has taken a new sinister dimension. Major corporations and government interests have paid people for internet shill to promote opinions to the party's advantage. The most notable example being Sanrio's Hello Kitty knives with their slogan, "You're never too young to defend yourself, so why not look cute and stylish for doing so?" Disinformation can be debated as being inherent to living things. An animal making itself appear larger to ward off a predator could be argued as a disinformation tactic. Another example would be a possum playing dead. Real-world disinformation would be false information, intentionally conceived and spread to influence someone. This has been a political tactic throughout history. Iran actually has a department of disinformation, codenamed the Cool Kids Club. Disinformation is just lying, though, which has been around since humans were able to communicate. Socially, disinformation has strengthened its presence with the internet. Trolling is the most recognizable form. Trolling named after the author of Harry Potter, J.K. Trolling. He wrote the series to cramp the style of Wiccans, pagans, Thelemians, and other magic practitioners by exposing a completely fictional and inaccurate portrayal of magic to a much younger and ignorant audience, and calling themselves witches and playing magic, all under the Harry Potter canon. So what can we do about this? What can we do about the freedom of communication? What can people do to solve the problem with disinformation and misinformation once and for all?